Alright people, welcome back to our next video. Alright guys, so I got this package right here. Just received it a couple days ago in the mail, but I wasn't here. I was at work and I wasn't home, so that's why I couldn't do the video, right? But now I'm home, I'm here for you guys. This is the Lenovo Legion Go S. This is the Z1 Extreme version with SteamOS, right? I ordered it from Best Buy. It took a while. Even when I pre-ordered it, actually day one, I'm one of probably like the first person to pre-order it, and it got delayed. I don't know why. What's up with that? Whenever you pre-order something, you're supposed to get it on day one, right? So I pre-ordered the day released on the 25th, I think. Check my order, it says package delayed. I'm guessing they didn't have a lot in stock. I went and read it, and a lot of people was having that issue. No one Z1 Extreme was shipped, right? Let me just cut this open right here. So I'm gonna unbox it, show you what's going on, turn it on, and then give you some comparison with the Legion Go and like the Rog Ally X. And also I got the Switch too as well, but I'm not gonna add that into this video right now. But so I'm gonna give you some comparisons, then I'm gonna drop some videos. Alright, so let me just bust this package open so you guys can see what's going on, right? Alright, so this is it right here. Charger and stuff like that. Not crazy. Bust this open. Alright, so here we go, and this is the system right here, guys. Alright, so far I didn't really take it out of plastic yet. It feels good. Yep, I could tell the ergonomics on this is well thought out. The grips right here, it feels like a regular Xbox controller. I'm not gonna lie, right now it feels way better than the regular Legion Go. Not gonna lie, the feeling is there. The screen size is there as well. I think it's a 9-inch screen, something like that. So it's there, guys. So I'm gonna turn it on and then get it set up. Then I'll give you some comparison. Right, so we got the speakers in the front right here. The joysticks, man, to me feels a lot better. Not a lot of people like it because there's no grippiness inside or on the edges. Ridges around it. Oh yeah, there is some grips around it, so I do feel it, but in the middle there's nothing. So most people don't like it because they're saying their fingers slipping all around. Got the buttons right here, the Y, B, A, X, D-pad. Most people like this D-pad right here, especially for fighting games, because they could just rub their finger across just to do different type of combos like that, instead of the ones that's not attached in a circle like this. So most people prefer this one depending on what type of game you're playing, but I don't really ever use this D-pad right here on any of my systems because I don't really like fighting games and stuff like that. So I'm mostly with the joysticks right here. 2 USB-Cs right here. Got a headphone jack, volume down, volume up, on button. You got the grills right here for the heat to come out. The buttons, right bumper, right trigger, left trigger. It feels good enough, and I think also in the back they have a switch where you could switch it to get a wider range. So if you put it up, lock it in. Yep, so it's a shorter distance it's traveling now. So all depending on what game you're playing, right, and what you prefer to do and stuff like that. If you put it back down, you get a deeper press. Got the buttons in the back as well. Got Y1, Y2. Then you also got the intake vents right here that takes it in, cool the system down, and it comes back through here, has heat. Right? So go back to the bottom right here, and you got the memory card slot right here. So the big difference between this and the regular Legion Go, you can't detach the controllers. System wise, it's around the same size, but the screen is definitely bigger than this. It's the same joysticks. The buttons rearrangement is kind of different as well. I prefer these buttons right here because I get to use my right hand. This, you gotta go this side. The trackpad right here is way bigger, and the Legion Go right here, most people don't like this because it's so tiny, and you gotta keep a shorter range of swiping to try and get what you're doing, right? The speaker up top, right, versus this speaker in the back has more buttons in the back on the Legion Go versus the Legion Go S. So now to bring my Rog Ally in the mix as well. The size comparison, you guys can see the size comparison between all three. Let me get this over here real quick. So on my Rog Ally, I have SteamOS, official SteamOS installed in this, and this has official SteamOS as well. So I have some gameplay comparison for you guys, so you guys can see what's going on. Same processor, Z1 Extreme, Z1X Extreme. I think the RAM on this is a lot more. I think it's 32GB RAM. But so we should see a little bit better performance. Screen size, this is a lot bigger. I like the bigger screen size, guys. I started using this more recently because of SteamOS runs the game a lot better. So ever since I installed SteamOS on this, I've been using it a lot more compared to my Legion Go. But now that I have this is going back into the cage, right? And I'll be rocking this for a little bit, see what's going on. But let me get into the nitty-gritty of this video and give you guys some gameplay once I get this up and running, get all the games on here, and I'll show you what's going on, guys. All right, so this right here, Legion Go S Z1 Extreme. But before you guys start playing, let me show you some stuff you gotta do to make sure you're getting the best performance out of this, right? So I'm gonna show you guys how to add TDP control and also how to change the color of your RGB lights if you're the type of person and you want to control all that stuff, right? So let me get into it and I'll show you what's going on. All right, so first things first, if you just turned this on, you might have an update. So you want to go to, press that button. You want to go to settings, come in here, and you go to system. And here, you hit check for update, and then you should see an update, and then you got to plug your system in and let it update, right? Next thing is, head back out, press that button again, and you want to go to power and then go to desktop mode. Right, when you're here, you want to press the second button from the left and you want to make this bigger, right? You could try and use the mouse if you want. So let's come down to display a monitor right here, and this mouse is so hard to use. That's why most people don't like to use it, because it's so tiny. And want to bring up the scaling a little bit right here, bring it up to like 200%, apply, right? Close this out real quick. Once you close it out, head back in, and it's gonna be a lot bigger, guys, right? So now we could actually use it and actually see what's going on. So now when you're here, you want to scroll down to user. When you get to user, you want to go in here, you're gonna see this, you click on that, and we want to change the password, right? For this, we got to change the password so that we could install our TDP control and the RGB lights, right? Hit change password, and you just got to make up a password, guys. So you press X to bring up the keyboard, then you could put whatever password you want. Hit set password, and you press leave unchanged. Make sure you make it a simple password that you will remember, because you will need this in the future, guys. All right, so once that's done, you can close this out. Now you want to go to Firefox. You might have to install it if this is your first time using it, and you want to install it. All right, once that's done, you can launch it. Then you want to search for decky loader. So you just press X, open up the keyboard, decky loader, and it should be this one right here. Hit download. Just press that, open it up, and it's here. So now we just got to install it, guys. Press on it, execute, and continue. Now you got to enter your password that you just made, right? Press X to bring up the keyboard, like that, and it's going to install. Minimize this, and then you just push, it's going to say release, so recommended stable SteamOS. Hit OK, and now it's done. Hit OK again, then you can close this out. All right, so once that's done, you can minimize this. Also, you can close this out as well. So now you want to open the one all the way to the left, application launcher. Then you want to go to all applications, and you're looking for console, KONSOLE. Leave that open. Now you want to go back to Firefox, and you're gonna search for simple decky TDP. So pull up your keyboard, and it should be the first one right here. You click on this, then you just scroll down, and you're gonna see all these right here. You want to click on installation. You're looking for this right here. So quick install update. All right, so you hit copy. So now you can minimize this. So in here, you want to click paste. Then you press A, and it's gonna ask you for your password, right? The same password you make, your sudo password, it's the same one. So now you gotta enter it. You press X to bring up the keyboard, then you put your password in. Note that you're not gonna see it on the screen. So just remember that. You might be typing and you're not seeing anything coming up. You're not gonna see it. So just make sure you're typing the right thing. Once you finish writing the password, you press enter. You're gonna see a bunch of code start popping up. That means it's installing it, right? Or for some reason, Legion Go remapper usync is not working with the Legion Go S Z1 Extreme. So we have to use something else to get it, RGB lights to work, right? When I just got it out the box, it was working, but when I updated it in Steam, when I updated the SteamOS software, it stopped working. I tried Legion Go remapper, that wasn't working with the RGB lights, but we could try usync, and I did test it, and usync did work, right? So to get usync, you just gotta go back to your Firefox, bring up a keyboard, and you're gonna type usync RGB GitHub. It will be the first one right here. Open that up, and you're gonna scroll all the way down. One-step installation. You're gonna copy that. You can minimize this. Want to go to all application. Scroll down till you see the console right here. When you get here, you want to paste. Hit A. It's going to ask for your password. Bring X. Type your password in. Hit enter. Right. So now that's installed. You could X this out. Now you go back to gaming mode. When you're here, just press that button. Then you come down to the plugin. Now you got usync, simple decky TDP. Let's go into usync real quick. So it says enable LED control. There you go. Some of them is not working actually. Oh, it is. It's working now. See, it's posing. Let's try rainbow. There you go. Yeah, it's actually the modes, LED modes are actually working. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Oh, I can't disable it. So you gotta do disable from here. Okay, I got it now. Because this controls everything. So once you turn this on, then you gotta come in here and then disable. See, it does work sometimes it don't work. All right. Back to solid. Go to pose. Let's see if I could change the U. Yeah, it does work. Let's try in here. Yep, it's working. But it's iffy, I guess. But it is working. Let me see if I could disable it. Oh yeah, so see, it works sometimes. I guess I got to do it a few times for it to simple decky TDP. This is where you could change your TDP, guys. All right, so with the simple decky TDP, right? You got your, if you scroll down, you see your TDP range, and then your actual TDP. So this is what your game is actually running off of, right? So if you come down here, you can set your minimum and your maximum. So whatever your maximum is and your minimum is, that's what you could use up here, right? So if I come down and I bring this down to 15, when I come up, the maximum I could use the TDP is only 15. You know what I'm saying? So if you come back down again, see the minimum is 4 watts. I could only go down to 4, but you can just bring it up to whatever you think is best for you. So if you're gonna stay with doing between 20 and like 18 watts, you could put your max around like 20, and then you can only go up to 20. If you want to go to 30, you gotta come down here, change this, and then you can go up to 30. And same thing with the minimum as well. So I would say your best bet for battery life and performance is around like 18 to 20, depending on what game you're playing, guys. But I always leave my max at 30, and minimum around like 8, 10 around there, and then I could mess with my actual TDP up here. right? It's up to you how you want to do it. And you got CPU boost, enable SMT, and then you got some other stuff in here, guys, if you want to mess with them. Also, I think I showed you guys in the beginning of the video already, you could also change TDP using this button right here. If you want to do it manually, if you don't want to use simple decky TDP, so you just have to hold this, and you could change it like that. So for each color means a different wattage. Correct me if I'm wrong, just let me know in the comment section down below. But I think blue is for 10 watts, white is for I think 15 watts, and red is for 20 watts, and purple is for 30 watts. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's showing purple now, but I think it looks kind of white in the camera. Yeah, but it's actually purple. Let's go back to the white version. Yeah. So it looks the same on the camera, but the last one I just showed you guys, which is this is purple, and it should be 30 watts. Now you want to go to the store. That's the one with the basket right there, the Discover store. And then you want to press X, and you're going to type Proton. So you're going to see Proton up QT. You want to press this, and then you want to install. So this helps you to run games that's not really compatible with SteamOS, which is Linux. And if it's a Windows-based game, this helps it to run properly on SteamOS. That's basically what it is. Alright, so once Proton is downloaded, you want to click launch. You probably got to do it a few times, close out Discover Store to go back in. I had to close it out and then went back in and try and download it again for it to start downloading. So you probably have to do that, right? So once you get here, so when you hit launch on top of Proton, it's gonna bring up the screen right here. Then you hit add version, and whatever is there, you just hit install. So once that's done, you can close all these out, and then you want to return to gaming mode. Alright, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a gameplay. This gameplay might be in 30 frames per second because I did the whole video in 30. So this is not going to be a full comparison, stuff like that. Just going to give you guys a little bit of gameplay between both of these devices so you guys can see the FPS. But on YouTube, you might only just be seeing 30. Alright, but I will be doing a full comparison of games and stuff like that with these two devices. So this is running SteamOS as well, and this is also running SteamOS. I installed it on this SteamOS. I installed it, the software, officially a couple days ago. So it's running full SteamOS, right? So let me just show you all the settings I have in here. Make sure you see that everything is the same. Only difference is the performance profile. This doesn't come with that performance profile, but it's going to be the same TDP, right? We're using simple decky TDP to control the TDP. So I'm going to leave that on balance and make sure you guys can see that it's the same. 120. So everything is the same, guys. Right? Hold on, let me go down to simple decky TDP. There. Go back to this. Out. Here. So it's on 20 watts, balance. Everything's the same. Maximum TDP and minimum TDP, same as well. Steam Deck 3.7.8, 3.7.8, Z1 Extreme. Scroll down so you can see the Z1 Extreme on this as well, and Z1 Extreme. So both of them, same exact chip, same exact software and everything. Let's get into the game so you guys can see what's going on. Alright, so with my in-game settings, there's not a lot you could change with some games inside of SteamOS. So we're going to see what we could change. A couple things you could change, like screen resolution, upscale and stuff like that. So since the Rog Ally screen resolution only goes up to 1080p, let me change this from 1200 to 1080. Then also I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna enable FSR, and then we're gonna turn on frame gen, right, which is AMD FSR. All right, that should be it for that. There's not much as we could change, not in SteamOS. And let's hit apply, save. All right, so it feels good. It feels kind of weird the way I did it right here, because I'm not used to this. but it's comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, it's comfortable. My hands are like sweating right now. I'm not gonna lie, so it's comfortable. And it turns out the back button do work with this button right here. This one makes her crouch. See, I'm holding it. Look, I'm not pressing it in the front, but in the back, I'm pressing the back button, the left back button. So that works with this game. So frame rate is about 53 right now. 53, and that's with frame gen on. It's walking around, and it's at 1080p, guys. So let's fast travel. Alright, I'm gonna try and play the exact same scenario on the Ally as well with SteamOS. So let's go over here, see if we're getting some combat. FPS is around 52, 50 right now, 58. You can't really go fast in the city. So, since we are here now, we can go a little bit faster. 54. And the graphics looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, with SteamOS you could play at a higher graphics settings and still still get a good experience. It's gonna be in 30 FPS on YouTube, but because I already did all the footage in 30, but full comparison gonna come out soon, so you guys could actually see it in 60. Let's get in some quick combat. If I die, I die. That's it. FPS around 50, 58, 60. It goes up and down. And I'm dead. But yeah, it runs fine. As I said, it's going to be a quick comparison, guys. So FPS is up there, 50, 58. Almost hitting 60. And this is at 1080p. Z1 Extreme, Legion Go S, guys. Alright, so in here, same settings. So 1080p, VSync off, AMD FSR, I'm down. Also got frame gen on as well. And that's basically it. Let's call my horse real quick. 51, 53, 58. It's around the same in here, I would say. Let's get outside real quick, out of the city, so it can go a little bit faster. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I see a little tearing up there. It's probably because VSync is off, but you can't have VSync on and frame gen on at the same time. 53, 52, 57, around the same. Definitely around the same, guys. Alright, so now let's get over here. 54, 47. At this point, I'm not gonna lie, the Legion Go was a little bit higher. At 58, 57, 47. Ours probably is a little around the same. I'm dead already? That's crazy. So 43, 57 around there. So it's around the same, 58 as the Legion Go S. So I'll say it's around the same. This went down to 45 at one point, but this is not a full in-depth game comparison with the systems. As I said, just giving you some gameplay so you guys can see what's going on. And definitely I already feel a difference with each of the system when holding them. You could tell this is a lot bigger, but it's more comfortable because your hand goes right in here, your palm go right in here. So it's a lot comfortable, guys. And my palm is sweating right now. It's a lot comfortable, but it's a little bit weird because I'm not used to it. You know what I mean? And the trigger and in the back as well is a sharp pull versus this right here. It feels like a longer pull. Yeah, but you can adjust it. I think it's on the, yeah, it's on the further settings already. So this will be a shorter pull, shorter press, and you like that, you get longer press. But the presses is different. Let me turn this off. Even though it's on long press on both, this goes back way further than this. I feel the difference. If you look, this goes back way down compared to this one right here. See it? So you do feel the difference. So you just gotta get used to it, I'm guessing, depending on the person. And it's kind of dirty right here. Don't worry about that. This white version is kind of hard to keep clean no matter how much I clean it. But yeah, guys, so that's basically it. I'm gonna lie, it's up to you guys which one you want to get. If you want to get the regular Asus Rog Ally and then pop Steam on there and then use it, but the battery and this is much better just by using it. Just by having them around, I could tell the battery. I still gotta do more intensive tests to see what's going on. But that's basically it, guys. I would do the Rog Ally X, but the Rog Ally X, the SteamOS is not working properly on that yet. So stay tuned for that. Whenever there's an update for that makes it run properly. And it's up to you if you want to install it on your system or not. Windows, some people like Windows, some people don't. Some people rather Steam. There's a software called WinHands that gives you like a similar version, like a Windows version of SteamOS on your system. It's in a beta version right now. We control your TDP and everything in there just like SteamOS. It's up to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what I'm posting, hit that like button and sub the channel for more awesome content, guys. And remember what I always say, health is wealth, peace and love. I'm out, guys. Thanks for tuning in.